Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Man, this defense is reeling already. First play of the game, and you give up an explosive play in the passing game just like that. They better collect themselves and buckle.
Oh, he's got some space. The ball's free. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Power football with the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Mustangs offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws toward the end zone. Trying to barrel in. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown Mustangs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
This one's complete. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's caught. It's golden.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. To the air. It's Manning. Oh, he wants it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Knight. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Oh, what a move. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Running back searching for a hole. Nice move there. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll give it to the back. Nice move to keep running. They'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Cardinals with a second and short to keep this drive moving. In the red area, it's Brown. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him! And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on else. There he goes! Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the give off the left side. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, SMU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Using the quick game. He gets there. 2-point conversion is good, and the lead now stands at 9. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left.
Turning it on! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Off the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls and throws off the RPO. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Knight. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Back to pass, it's Manning. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you?
And the Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensive.
Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Mustangs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He wants to change this route. Toss to the outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On third down, going up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got it near midfield. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Great place to start for this offense. Going with the ground game left. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On the ground, it's Hart. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Motion from the wideout. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch right at the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Harden. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll give it to him again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Gain of 11. First and goal, SMU.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Back to pass, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, SMU! And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback running on the draw. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Golden. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is...
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Mustangs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The quarterback takes a knee. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.